Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 3 of our Dark Souls Red Pill Basics playthrough. Dark Pill. We could call it the Dark Pill. That'll be a new variation on the Black Pill. Don't follow the Black Pill. That's like the hopelessness and nihilism. Alright, so when last we left off, we were here. Right here, where you see us right now. Today's episode is going to focus on one of the, well, I guess technically 5 F's of getting everything together as a man. It's frame, fitness, food, finance, fashion. The order, well, you want to do all of them, but I think the most important one is frame, so we started with that. And then fitness and food go together, but I can't do them all in one episode. So today's episode is going to follow up the last episode on fitness with fashion. Sorry, food. Oh, I'm all over the place today, guys. It's all about the food, nutrition, diet, eating healthy, all that jazz. So if you expect this episode to be about eat low fat, eat lots of whole grains and fruits and veggies and reduce your meat intake and avoid fat, no. I'm going to give you a lot of the opposite advice. Fruit and vegetables are fine. You want to limit fruit intake. The fatter you are, the more you want to limit it. Fruit can be fattening because it has a lot of sugar in it, and it's in the form of fructose, and you can't store a lot of fructose. It goes to your liver, and once it's done there, you know, you gotta put it somewhere. Today's drink of choice, speaking of fructose, is honey cinnamon tea. I use a base of black tea. Put in that organic, raw, unfiltered honey, and Ceylon cinnamon. Tastes great. Amazing health benefits. The more fat you have on your body, the less time, the less you want to eat of carbohydrates. And I'm really not the best start to an episode, is it, guys? Bear with me. You want to focus on eating fewer carbohydrates and, in particular, fewer sugars. Sugar is not your friend, and carbs are not your best friend when it comes to losing weight. Fat, that is. If you're trying to build muscle and lose fat, you got to find your happy carb balance. So I would eat carbs like steel-cut oats, white rice, potatoes, things of that sort. Not, don't eat your standard McDonald's French fries because those are cooked in unhealthy oils. You want to avoid seed oils. That's a big deal. They're very inflammatory, and there's other negative effects. That includes rapeseed oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, grapeseed oil. Some of the most common oils are terrible for you. That includes the 2 most common. You do not want to touch these with a 10-foot pole. Vegetable oil and canola oil. Same thing with soybean oil, which is in a lot of food, but people don't typically use it to cook directly. Vegetable oil and canola oil are very commonly used because they're very cheap to make, but they're not healthy. Don't use them. Just don't. Let's mix up this cinnamon. The only thing with Ceylon cinnamon is it doesn't mix terribly well. No cinnamon truly mixes that well into water. So avoid all those seed oils. What kinds of things do you want to cook with? You want to cook with avocado oil or almond oil, walnut oil. You want to use olive oil, coconut oil, butter, ghee, real lard, bacon fat that you can get yourself. Cook some bacon on the stove, pour the fat into a jar, save it. Cook with it later. Cook your eggs with it. Cook other meat with it. It's a great idea. Believe me. Fat is your friend. Of the 3 macros, fats, carbs, and proteins, the only one you absolutely don't need are carbs. You need fats and you need proteins, otherwise eventually you die if you didn't get the right ones. You need saturated fat too. So please don't think that fat is bad. It is not. Also, don't get caught up thinking, oh, carbs are bad. We know carbs are bad, just avoid carbs and you're healthier. Well, yes and no. It's a little more nuanced than that. You have to be careful. Oh, damn. Tarkus is doing some real damage. It's like they upgraded him for New Game Plus here. Let's switch it up to the Black Knight Great Axe. And then the next bonfire, we'll have to put away those extra weapons we don't need. You want to eat lots of fat. You want to eat lots of protein. Get plenty of protein, especially for your workouts. When you get the protein is not critical. Ideally, just get it sometime within the same day as your workout. As long as you're eating a good, solid, science-based nutritional diet, you'll have enough protein in your body continuously where you don't have to worry about a, quote, protein window, unquote. No, you don't have to drink your protein shake 45 minutes after a workout. That's fine if you do. No problem. That's what I do. I drink my protein shake as soon as I get home from my workout, but I know it's not critical. If it takes you 2 hours after your workout to get to your protein shake, rest assured you're perfectly fine. Relax. Don't worry, you didn't miss out on any gains. You have up to potentially 48 hours after a workout to get the protein you need. So no, there is no 45-minute window. It's more like 45-hour window. But as long as you're getting enough protein beforehand, then you're solid. You want to make sure you get all your vitamins and minerals and nutrients. The best way to get all those is from real whole food. And when we say that, what we mean is you want the majority of the food you eat, or at least a lot of the food you eat, to be complete foods that have one ingredient. For example, you're going to eat a food, what's the one ingredient? Strawberry. It's just a strawberry. You can eat another food, it's just an avocado. Just egg. Just an egg. It's one egg. Or 2 eggs or whatever. It's not the number of eggs that's so important. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Okay, I need that. I need one of those. I don't have any the rest upgraded. Definitely don't need a rapier. Black Knight using a rapier. That's just wrong. Alright. I'm just getting rid of junk that'll clog it up. I want to be able to switch between the weapons rather quickly, so I don't need any other weapons in the way here. You know what? Yeah, whatever. Let's keep it. Pyromancy Flame, no. We're going to get rid of that ultimately. Nope, we're not going to use any of that. Crest Shield, nope. If we were going to use the Crest Shield, we'd use the +5, obviously. And with that, I think we're done in here. Yes, okay. So now let's go to Armor. And get rid of any junk that we don't need. There we go. We're going to have quite a few, actually, aren't we? I know we picked up some junk from them. So when it comes to the nutrition and diet, fats are fine. So what that means is, eat your steak. You can eat chicken with the skin on. Although, you know, there's arguments about how good the chicken's going to be because of hormones and what they feed them. And grass-fed is better for beef and all that. I can't afford grass-fed beef, guys. But eat steak. Eat beef, eat ground beef, eat bacon, eat eggs. If you like seafood, seafood can be really good for you. I don't like seafood, so I don't eat it. But if I did like seafood, I'd eat a lot of it. Salmon, great. Tuna can work for you too. Great source of protein there. Let's get rid of this stuff. These don't matter so much because I'm not switching out my armor. So even if there's a bunch of junk clogging it up, it won't make a big difference. All right. And then let's also get rid of a few extra rings that we don't need on us. Oh, yeah, there we go. Dusk Crown Ring, not going to use that at all. Not going to use that or that. Don't need an extra Hornet Ring. I guess we're ready to tackle the 4 kings, huh? That's the one, excuse me, that's the one of the 4 big soul bosses that you can fight prior to getting the Lord Vessel. It's the only one, actually. We're not going to use the Calamity Ring. And we're not going to use the Cat Covenant Ring. Okay. There we go. So you want to eat lots of meats. Protein is important. You want to eat the fat with it. Don't cut the fat off of it. If you don't like the fat, cook it a little more. Sear the edges of the fat. It tastes better. It's known as the Maillard effect. Searing it works. If you're that type that likes your food more rare, well, that's fine, but I don't think it tastes as good because you don't get as much of that Maillard effect. You can make, for example, I always make eggs every day, and I scramble them. Sometimes I change it up a bit, but I like to scramble them, and I cook them in butter, lots of butter. I use Kerrygold, grass-fed cow butter. That's a great one. Butter is great. It's excellent for you. Don't believe the lies. Do not get vegetable spread. Don't get margarine. Avoid soy. Avoid soy everything. Now, not all soy is 100% bad, but you don't want a bunch of soy in your diet. Believe me, you don't. You definitely don't want soybean oil, but soy is just a filler, and it is estrogenic. That's not a good thing for you as a man. Out of stamina. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's chug. Woo! Oh, I forgot he has that lightning. He so rarely does it. So avoid soy products in general. There are some caveats to that, but to make things easier, just do this. Just don't eat soy at all. Now, if you want to have a little tofu in something, if you want a little of the natto, the fermented soybeans, excuse me, if you want that kind of stuff, that's fine. Don't eat it in large amounts. And I have to emphasize again, the vegetable oils, canola oil, grapeseed oil, all the seed oils, avoid them. Avocado's fine, walnut, almond, coconut oil is great, although sometimes it imparts a coconut flavor. Butter is great, lard is great, ghee is great, it's just clarified butter. Bacon fat is good. You can actually buy bacon fat now in some stores, although I just get it from cooking bacon. It's cheaper that way and easier. Oh, shoot! Almost fell there. Did you see that, guys? Damn. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, got him right before he got me. Excuse me. Struggling with some phlegm today. Now, what about milk? What about dairy? Milk and cream and all that. That's fine. Just be aware milk does have some sugar in it. It's lactose, milk sugar. I like to put half and half or cream in my scrambled eggs. Sometimes I put cream in my coffee or half and half. I put half and half in my oatmeal. I make oatmeal in the morning. I like to use rough cut or steel cut oats. Those are great. Not absolutely necessary, but not a bad idea. You can get regular oats. I just wouldn't get instant because what you don't want is the oats to be any more refined than necessary. Steel cut are the best. And as for how much you eat, that's not as critical as what you eat. If you're eating the right foods, honestly, how much you eat won't be as much of an issue. You're not going to flip out. You're not going to always be hungry. If you find that you're hungry a lot, if you don't feel well because you ate too much and all that, it's probably because you're not eating the right kinds of foods. I'm fine with potatoes. I'm even fine with fried potatoes as long as they're fried in. Now, peanut oil is okay. It's not the best. Peanut oil is like a happy medium between the horrible seed oils and the better, healthier oils like, not canola, sorry. Coconut, that's what I'm trying to say. Coconut, avocado, butter, all that. I eat a lot of potatoes. I don't mind eating them fried. French fries are fine as long as you fry them in the right oil. Taking another sip of my tea. We'll skip that. Let's see if we can do a plunge attack on this loser. Don't hit me. Okay, you didn't hit me. Good. Whoa. And done. I need to get rid of those weapons now that they're in my inventory. Don't need them. I could just start dropping stuff at this point since I have a lot of duplicates. But let's not for now, just in case I drop some I don't have for a future playthrough. When it comes to nutrition and food, like I said, the reason you want most of it to come from real whole food sources is because you will get more than just that. If you try to take a supplement, let's say you take a vitamin or mineral supplement, that's all it has in it generally. Maybe a couple other things. It's not bad. I take some supplements. I take a turmeric supplement that has like bioperine and black pepper, whatever. So there are some ways that you can make use of supplements. Excuse me. All of my supplements are sourced from whole foods. And what I mean by that is like the vitamin C comes from some sort of cherry, like acerola cherry. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, guys. I get something that comes from goji berries, and this comes from that. And the idea is that none of them are synthetic. They're not synthesized in a laboratory. There's a lot of question and concern about whether synthesized vitamins are legit and whether they're going to have the same beneficial effect. There's even some science that suggests they may be harmful, although it's not concrete. If you do decide to go the route of supplements, vitamins, and minerals, get those that come from whole food sources. That's very important. But ideally, if you're eating a healthy enough diet, you won't need a lot of those. Something to consider is testosterone replacement therapy if your testosterone's real low. That's not directly a food thing, obviously, but something to consider. We talked about that last time. You can check with a clinic if you're concerned. Otherwise, you know, maybe just check your levels and see how you're doing with that and see if you need more boron and need to eat a more like testosterone conscious diet. You can fine-tune your diet to specifically what you're looking for. So if you're looking to build a lot of muscle, obviously you may want to get some more protein. Golly. These guys can be tricky because of their constant jump back. There we go. I'm trying to keep my health topped off. Now we're going to get... let's do this. This is an easier weapon for me to use. I know the moveset much better. And it's not as heavy, so let's get around these guys. Whew! Dodged it. Might get shot in the back with lightning, but not a big deal. Yep, there they go. I knew it. You know what? Normally, I don't, but let's do this. We'll wait until he stops so I have the advantage. Eggs are great. One of the best foods you can eat. I recommend eating a lot of them. Eat them for breakfast. Eat them in salads. Eat boiled eggs for snacks. Nuts are good for you as well, as a general rule. Oh, shit. Woo! I think that's the first time I've ever done a quit out and haven't died from the fall. I accidentally hit the B button to get out of that. Woo! Oh, what? 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 Come on. That's not fair. I did it. I did what I was supposed to do, game. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You can hear that. You can hear that. You can hear that. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to make this work. Ah, fuck it. It's over now. Wow, the game was like, oh, yeah, you did quit out. F you. You're still going to die. All right. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I was trying to kind of cheat my way out of that death, so whatever. That's... What the hell? Oh, I accidentally switched to reverse. I don't know who these lunatics are that use reverse stick controls. The only reason to have reverse stick controls is if you're on a flight simulator. Otherwise, don't do that shit. Up is up and down is down, people. Other things about health and nutrition when it comes to eating is vegetables are good. Like I said, they contain a lot of vitamins and minerals and whatnot. Just be careful because you can overdo it, not in terms of getting fat, no. It'd be very difficult to get fat on most vegetables, other than like potatoes and whatnot. But you eat too much broccoli, too much spinach, whatnot, you're going to wreak havoc on your biome. I mean, it's not going to ruin the bacteria and whatnot in there, but it may give you a lot of gas and just unpleasant bloating. So be aware of that. So you do want to eat cruciferous vegetables. Those are great for you. They're great for your testosterone. You want to eat stuff like cabbage, broccoli, spinach, kale. Kale is great. You can take a bunch of kale, fresh kale, put some coconut oil, avocado oil, whichever you prefer, in a pan. Heat it up. Throw the kale in there. Sprinkle salt and pepper. Saute it for a couple minutes, and boom. You got a great little side dish right there. Feed that to your girl with some chicken or steak or some other meat. Aside to your hamburgers or something. It works really well. It does. Trust me. It has an almost Parmesan cheese flavor to it for some reason. Now, if you want to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on it, you can do that too. Cheese is fine. Dairy is fine as long as you can handle it. I would discourage you from thinking of dairy as bad. A lot of people like to do that, but I think that's like a trend now. It's like a fad to say that dairy is bad for you because there's all these like health people on YouTube and on the internet that are trying to make a name for themselves. And Jesus, of course, it's bullshit. Yep. Get ready for the bullshit, guys. It's bullshit time. I cannot believe I survived that. I thought for sure I was going to die and lose all those souls and humanities, but whatever. We made it. All's well that ends well. Woo! That was risky, though, running through all of that. And I almost paid the price. Paid the piper. Okay, let's be careful with this time. Fruit's fine, don't overdo it, obviously. Fruit juice is a negative. Refined fruit, avoid it when possible. Dates are a great alternative if you want something sweet, like you can get those RX bars. Those are okay, but they are still high sugar, but more natural sugar. Natural sugars that come with the whole foods are better because you get a lot more minerals, vitamins, fiber, all that stuff with it. Because you're eating a whole... Oh my goodness. Do you see how close that was? Okay, it's going to take way too many shots to kill him, so F it. We're just going for it. Did you see how little damage I did? Hopefully I don't get shot in the back. Nope, okay, that's good. Oh, he's not in the usual spot because I hit him, that's right. Oh shit. If you can parry, then you're going to be sitting pretty here. You can't parry these guys, it's a lot harder. Was hoping they'd drop some arrows. I can actually use them in this playthrough. I very rarely use these great bows. Alright. So, learn how to cook all the foods that you like. Learn how to cook steak. Learn how to cook chicken. Learn how to cook bacon. Learn how to cook eggs. Learn how to cook all the staples that you want. Lamb, if that's your thing. Fish, if that's your thing. We'll talk more about cooking in another episode. Although it would fit here nicely, wouldn't it? Let's do that. And then repair everything. And then reverse hollowing. Mix up our cinnamon tea. I do the cinnamon tea for health benefits. Cinnamon honey tea. I would be careful though, like I said. The more fat you're trying to lose, the fewer carbohydrates you want to take in. I told you your great carb sources are mainly going to be sweet, regular potatoes, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, steel cut ideally, white rice, brown rice. There's some negative. There's some science behind it saying that it, because of the, I think it's phytic acid, there's something in it that is difficult for your body to digest, and it may actually be worse for you in the long run, may cause you more bloating, may cause more GI issues, gastrointestinal issues. So you probably just want to stick with white rice. Besides, it probably tastes better for most people anyway. And the added fiber from the brown rice just is not worth it. Is not worth it. Some supplements to look at. GABA before bed is a great time, especially if you have trouble sleeping. Melatonin if you have trouble sleeping. Some supplements I recommend. Turmeric, cinnamon as a supplement if you don't like the taste and can't incorporate it into oatmeal or other things like that. And teas and whatnot. Ginger, fresh ginger, just cut it and chew it if you can. If not, just cut it into really tiny pieces and then swallow it. Ginger is great for you. Cayenne pepper, if you can take it in supplement form, has some benefits. I also take omega-3s in the form of fish oil because I don't like fish, but if you actually like fish and you eat fish, then you get enough from those sources most likely. I also do a probiotic just because I tend to have GI issues and that helps me with them. If you don't have a lot of GI issues, don't worry about a probiotic. You can also look at kombucha tea or kefir. Kefir being a fermented kind of milk or yogurt drink. Get the no sugar kinds, though. Guys, always be looking for sugar content. Don't get shit that has sugar added, corn syrup added, fructose added, glucose added. There's all sorts of different sugars that they add to stuff to try to sweeten it. You don't want those. I am not getting this parry for some reason. There we go. 2 partials, and then finally I got it. Alright. Actually, I'm pretty sure I already have the Silver Knight set, but just in case I don't, I'll pick it up. I've already done a Silver Knight playthrough a while ago. I don't know if I really care to do another one. We'll see. I mean, if you guys demanded it enough, I might, but the Black Knight playthrough should be good enough, am I right? Silver Knight playthrough, you get 2 weapons, So you get the whole armor set, a shield, and 2 weapons. You get the Silver Knight straight sword and the Silver Knight, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the, spear. The spear. It's a nice spear, actually. I like it. I like the moveset, too. It's nice. Other things about food and nutrition. Like I said, don't worry about how much you're eating. Don't eat until you're stuffed, like feeling sick. Don't sit there eating dates all day long thinking these are healthy because they're natural. Well, yes and no. They got a lot of sugar in them, so that's something to be aware of. But what you want to do is eat until you feel satisfied, not stuffed, and feel like you don't have to eat more than necessary. If you feel like you're constantly eating, your body's probably craving some vitamin, mineral, or nutrient that you're not getting. It's probably craving something that you need that you're not getting. So consider that. And it may be salt. Yes, salt is fine. I recommend that you use either pink Himalayan sea salt, which is great, or an even better option is real salt or Celtic sea salt. These are salts that come with a lot of other vitamins and minerals. They come with other minerals, so they're better balanced. And don't be afraid of salt. There's been this thing going around about, oh, everyone's getting too much salt. Salt's bad for you. If you're eating an overall healthy diet, you can get plenty of salt, and it's not bad. It's good. It's good for you. Oh, there he goes. He's got wings, but he can't fly. Same with that guy. Bye. All right. I put salt on a lot of stuff. I put a ton of salt on my steak. I put salt in my eggs after they're cooked because it changes a little if you do it while cooking. I don't put salt on my bacon just because it's already salted well enough. Bacon has a small, tiny amount of sugar in it. Most of it does. I don't worry about that. That's not a big deal to me. Tiny amounts of sugar, don't worry about. Large amounts of sugar, worry about. Don't drink sodas. Don't drink Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper. Don't do the diet alternatives that have the chemical alternative sweeteners. Use things like stevia, erythritol, xylitol, monk fruit. See what works for you, what makes you feel good. Some people don't like the aftertaste of stevia. Some people don't like the GI effects they get from erythritol. A lot of people like an erythritol stevia combo. It has the best overall effect and negates some of the negative bitter aftertaste of stevia. You can combine monk fruit and stevia. You just look at the alternative sweeteners that you have rather than the synthetic sweeteners that are made in laboratories. I'm not saying they're terrible. There's no solid evidence that they're awful for you. No, we haven't proven that they cause cancer. A lot of this is just really, what's the word for it? I can't even think of the word. Anyway, there's nothing solid on that yet. Damn. Oh, didn't mean to fall off, but I did. Oh, that asshole healed. I hate that when they heal. I really do. Damn. Twice it bounced off. I just don't like that I bounce off the walls and they don't. That's the problem I have with it. This shield will give me most of what I need to resist him, even up front and personal. Oh. Got him. And even got a chunk out of it. Let's see what this guy drops. Nothing? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. So, you want to eat lots of animal products. Don't go vegan, don't go vegetarian. It's a bad idea. Milk is fine. I would drink whole milk if I were you. Mark Ripto, who made the Starting Strength program, recommends for younger lifters under 30, just getting started, to drink a gallon of milk a day. Well, I don't know if I go that far, but I was doing about a half gallon of whole milk a day when I first started working out. It worked great for me. I didn't have any problems with it, but if you have problems with milk, you could try goat's milk if you're willing to go that route. Be aware, almond milk, soy, don't do soy milk. Almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk, all these things, they're not really milk. They have very little in the way of protein. They just don't have the benefits of milk. But if you need an alternative, believe it or not, this sounds crazy, but oat milk is actually really good. My girlfriend sometimes has trouble with regular milk. We've tried a bunch of different alternative milks. She finds oat milk to be the best. Get an oat milk that is straight, as much just oats and water as possible. You don't want a lot. You don't want any sugar. You don't want carrageenan, which is very inflammatory, or any of that crap. Damn, did you see him come flying in? Oh, shit. Come get me, buddy. Come get me, bro. There we go. Let's heal up real quick. Alright, now we're going to have Super Smo. Might have been easier to tackle, because I move more slowly, it probably would have been easier to do this with Ornstein. That charge attack is the most dangerous, because he can just charge through me. Oh shit, here we go. Yep. Oh, damn, thank goodness he turned around. Yep, I knew that was coming. That's what I'm expecting to get caught up in, because it just has such a wide radius. Oh, shit. Oh, I knew I was going to get him there. That's what I was relying on. Woo! Uh-oh. Yep, I knew that was going to hit. Okay, so as long as we can heal and not get charged, fine. We're good. We should have it. One more hit. In fact, I don't even need to two-hand. What? Damn, I did need a two-hand. Shit. Oh. Fudge. Oh, this is going to be some bullshit, isn't it? Oh, thank goodness I didn't get caught up in the bullshit. I thought for sure that it was going to be a bullshit death. Good, because I really didn't feel like doing that again. Not that it would have been that big a deal. As far as fruits go, you know, most of the fruits are good for you. Coconut is great. Avocado is great. Both are fairly low in sugar, especially avocado. Avocado has a ton of benefits. Watermelon, believe it or not, very beneficial. Juice it, the whole thing. All of it, rind and all. Super beneficial. It is an electrolyte drink, essentially. Same thing with coconut water. It has almost everything you need except a little low on sodium. You can make your own electrolyte drink. I make one. I use water, apple cider vinegar, and I just sort of wing it with the amounts. I use a little bit of pomegranate juice for the nitrates. Then I use, let's see, let's get some more health. Then I put lemon juice in there, fresh squeezed lemon juice for all the benefits of lemon, that have real vitamin C and all that. And then I add magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate or glycinate, calcium carbonate, and I buy these just in bulk. I also throw in cream of tartar because that's potassium. It's some form of potassium. And then I put in potassium citrate as well. I also add to it some pink Himalayan sea salt or real salt or Celtic sea salt, whichever I have on hand. And basically what you got there, and it sounds weird, but it tastes okay as long as you do the proportions to your liking. What you end up with is a super electrolyte drink. It's not just water. Don't do this stupid shit about, I'm drinking a gallon of water a day. I bring a gallon jug to work, to the gym every day. Well, first of all, those are not BPA free to my knowledge. So if you're constantly refilling a jug, you're likely getting leached chemicals in there that are bad for you, including estrogenic, lower your testosterone, supposedly. Secondly, you are flushing electrolytes out of your body in mass. You do not need a gallon of water a day. I mean, unless you are busting your ass out there in the heat, like an Olympic runner, you don't. And even if you're doing that, you need to add salt. You need salt to that. You know what? Let's go ahead and do what needs to be done. What? Oh. Whoa, headshot. Damn. That's hardcore, isn't it? It's weird here how whether or not you activate the cutscene. Okay, there we go, finally. Got it. Geronimo! Okay, whoa, holy shit, that did a ton of damage. Maybe I should take the elevator next time. Yeah, don't drink tons of water and flush out all your electrolytes, especially sodium. You need sodium, you need salt. You die without enough salt, guys. And if you're doing keto, if you're going to go keto, that means super low carb. Get enough salt. Put salt in everything you can, because if you don't get enough salt, you're going to have a horrible headache and get what they like to call the keto flu. You need salt on keto. Oh, I liked it while they were standing together. As long as they stayed together, I could tackle them both at once. Oh, shit. There we go. All right, nice. Man, they start hitting hard. New game +2. That's what I'm calling it, at least. I think it's new game +2. So, you're drinking electrolyte drinks, and you know, the coconut water and watermelon juice is fine, except they both have quite a bit of sugar. Not a ton, not as much as sodas, but they do have sugar, so just be aware of that. But the watermelon will give you a ton of L-citrulline, which is amazing. It's one of the best nutrients. I'm going the wrong way. It's one of the best nutrients for... Actually, I think I can keep doing... no, never mind. One of the best nutrients for muscle building, L-citrulline. So L-citrulline is great for building muscle. Highly recommend it. Watermelon juice is one of the best sources. If you're concerned about iodine, and you might want to be, I recommend, if you can stand it, eat 1 sheet of sushi seaweed a day. Don't get those snack seaweed packs, guys. They come with canola oil, vegetable oil. They fry them up in oil. They put sugar in it and other shit. Don't do those, okay? Those flavored little snack packs. Get regular sushi roll seaweed and just eat a whole sheet. It doesn't have that strong a flavor. If you can stand it, do it 1 a day. It is the best source of iodine on the planet, according to what I've read. I don't know, maybe there's a better source somewhere, but not as far as I'm aware. I highly recommend you do it. 1 sheet of seaweed a day. I feed it to my son. He loved it. He was 2 years old when he first started eating it. He would literally say, more seaweed. So there you go. More seaweed. We definitely don't want to not pick that up. So we got it. We're going to tackle Gwendolyn, since we're just right here. Huh. Who's actually a man. Trans rights. Trans rights. Alright, my phone is buzzing. Oh. It's nothing important. Well, sometimes it's important. Woo! Took some damage there. I think the first place we're going to go now, after Gwendolyn, is to get the kindling, the rite of whatever it's called. The secret ritual rite. Whatever it is to be able to kindle past 10. We'll try to get the bonfires up higher if we can, because, man, stuff does a shit ton of damage. Whatever. I didn't need that, but let's pop any double souls we have. I want to get the Iron Golem's axe at some point, too, so we'll see about doing that. Yeah, 23, damn. Probably more than we needed, but let's check. Well, not that much more. I didn't think Vitality would be that helpful past 40, but, you know, now that they're doing this much damage, yeah, maybe it will be. And let's also repair. That's it? Okay. Take that out of there. We're not doing any magic. Other things I suggest you eat. Here we go. Are strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Berries are fairly low sugar and have a lot of nutrient value. You'll get a lot out of them. So it's recommended that you eat some. Being able to eat like a handful every day, good idea. I also recommend that you eat almonds, walnuts, cashews. Every day I put walnuts in my oatmeal. I crush them up. That way I don't have to chew through big giant pieces. That's just what works best for me. You may be different. Got them, at least once. Almonds are great. You can roast them in the oven with some olive oil or avocado oil. And then put salt and pepper on them, or any number of other spices and whatever else you want to do. You could do stevia and... Oh, I got them again. You could do stevia with some cocoa powder. I also eat cacao nibs. Every day I do a small handful of cacao nibs because of the benefits that you can get from raw dark chocolate. Well, it's, you know, it's cacao, but whatever, you know what I mean. You don't want sugary chocolates. Those are never good. Golly. Ooh, still got him. That is a shit ton of damage. Although I think the Black Knight armor is weak when it comes to magic defense. There we go. I like this one because you can get him to stay up for quite a bit. He always does 2, I believe. And done. Soul of Gwendolyn. Do I actually need any of the shit that's up here? Let's just grab it anyway. Other fruits, lemons, limes, citrus fruit, grapefruit. These are great options as well. If you eat a variety of foods, you kind of spread out your efforts to get lots of vitamins and minerals and nutrients, all that good stuff. Apple cider vinegar, I'm huge into it. Dilute it with some water. I do between 4 to 8 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar a day, just depending on what's going on, whether I'm going to the gym that day or not. I make an electrolyte drink that I told you about. I make a kind of a mini version of that every morning. I make a larger version to go to the gym, and then I make a regular size, regular like water bottle version that I take to work every day, that I drink throughout the day at work. And I feel great most of the time. I really do. Physically, I feel great because I'm constantly getting all those electrolytes I need. I'm eating well for the most part. And of course, do I occasionally go out and eat at restaurants? Yeah, of course. And I know most of the time they're going to have canola oil and vegetable oil, and it's shit, and it's not good for me. But, you know, I just don't want to be so restrictive that I can't go out to restaurants. But lately I'm trying to expand, you know, go out and get like Vietnamese pho, that noodle soup with bone broth in it. Bone broth, great new thing. It's a trend, but it's good. And guys, do not shy away from health trends just because they're trends. Shy away from health trends that are bullshit. If a health trend is valid, do it. Like when all the millennials started eating tons of avocado, other guys were like, no, I don't even like avocado. I love avocado. I loved it before millennials jumped all over it. I still love it now because it's healthy, it's good for you, it's got so many beneficial fats and other nutrients in it. Some people refer to it as a superfood. If you believe in the concept of superfoods, that's a superfood. Watermelon's a superfood. Spinach allegedly is superfood, so you want to eat spinach. You can blend spinach into a lot of smoothie shakes, and it's not that bad. It really isn't. There's a smoothie you can make with vanilla whey protein powder, 1 orange, put an orange in it, peeled, put like 2 to 4 cups of spinach, some almond milk or water or regular milk, whatever you want, and it comes out tasting like a creamsicle. Oh, damn! You know how long it's been? Do you have any idea how long it's been? I have so forgotten about this. I haven't had this happen to me in game in a long, long ass time. It's actually not that important now, because I'm going to have the bonfire just underneath the Firelink Shrine. Although I don't think it's warpable, is it? Damn. No. No. You know what we're going to do? We're going to... Oh, shit. I want to talk to Kath, Dark Seeker Kath, Dark whatever Kath, but I don't want to do the New Londo Ruins without a bonfire here. So, let's... Where's the closest bonfire? Whatever, we'll go this way. We're already halfway there. I'm going to go get Anastasia's soul back. Restore the bonfire. I'm trying to think of how to do it. Oh, shit. I need to pick up something down there, don't I? Let's try this again. So, you want to eat, essentially what it comes down to is whole natural foods. Don't avoid fat. Get plenty of protein. Lower carbs if you're trying to lose fat. Increase your carbs if you're feeling weak, like you need more energy and what you're doing isn't working. If what you're doing is working, stick with it. If what you're doing is working, stick with it, guys. Trust me. If you're gaining muscle and you're losing the fat and you're feeling good and it's working, stick with it. Don't feel the need to change it up too much. Make changes gradually. Be careful about the initial effects of a radically changed diet. If you just suddenly today decide to start eating healthy, whole natural foods, go light on the fiber, go light on the vegetables. Be careful, okay? Don't go out eating every single fruit and loading up with 16 cups of vegetables a day. There it is, the black eye orb. Because what'll happen is your GI system, your gastrointestinal system will just go crazy adjusting, and you'll misinterpret it as you feeling terrible and you being, you know, in bad health. It's not bad health, it's the bad health leaving your body. You know how they say pain is weakness leaving the body? Well, sometimes the initial bloat from changing your diet is your system changing and getting better. So you might have to change the bacterial biome of your gut system. So go easy on the vegetables. Be ready for some trouble. So maybe have some Pepto-Bismol and Gas X and whatever else you need on hand for that stuff. Try doing that on a weekend. Try starting on a weekend that you know you're not going to be stuck around people necessarily. Make sure you're close to a toilet. I'm making it sound worse than it really is. If you haven't been eating horribly your whole life, it shouldn't be that bad. Bring meals to work if you can so that you know what you're getting. Focus on food that gets you closer to your goals. Whatever the sacrifice. Be aware it's going to cost a little more to eat healthy. I mean, it's easy to eat a whole bunch of ramen noodles every day, but that's not going to get you where you want to go. You know what I mean? Breads. So here's the thing. You want to avoid most refined carbohydrates. Bread, pasta, all of these have high amounts of gluten. A lot of people have trouble with gluten. We're not talking celiac level here, guys. What we're talking about is gluten sensitivities or gluten making you feel kind of dull, giving you that brain fog, making you feel like bogged down, bloated. That's the way my girlfriend gets. And I have noticed that if I have a lot of bread, I don't feel very good. I just don't. Rice doesn't do that to me. Potatoes don't do that to me. By the way, I told you guys, potatoes are fine. They have lots of vitamins and nutrients. Just be aware that if you're trying to lose a lot of fat, potatoes might not be the best choice. Sweet potatoes are great as well. Now here's where the thingy should do its thingy, right? The black eye orb is quivering. Black eye orb. Let's do it. Try not to die. Invading world of the guilty as a spirit of vengeance. Revenge is a dish best served at the edge of my halberd. Look at these assholes. Alright. Which one's better? I guess Golf's Great Arrow. By just a tiny bit. I don't like that guy right there. That did nothing. I can buy more of these. Although I don't... No, let's not waste them all. Damn. Woo! Okay, who's ready for this? Shit! So it begins. Woo! Oh shit. Oh, go, 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 go. I did it. Oh, I even killed him at the end too. Hello. Finally, it pulled me out. Well, that went better than I thought it would. Interesting, the Firekeeper soul it gives you is not noticeably different than any other Firekeeper soul. Like, it doesn't specifically clarify to you that it's Anastasia, so it's very likely you'll just use it and not realize you screwed yourself over, and you'll never have the bonfire at the Firelink Shrine. Firekeeper Shrine. I guess it's kind of a Firekeeper Shrine, right? I think partly they wanted to sort of give this illusion that the bonfires all have a Firekeeper, but the vast majority of the bonfires in this game have no Firekeeper. Only a couple do, so I don't know, whatever. Let us restore her to life. And after this, I'm going to make some bacon and eggs with half an avocado sliced up. Bacon and avocado, oh my god, it's amazing, guys. Avoid bread, avoid gluten. It's not really even that healthy for you either, so just make it a special thing. If you go to a steak restaurant and they serve some really nice honey wheat bread that you like, use that as your bread cheat time, okay? Don't eat Wonder Bread bullshit and all that crap, guys. So, avoid wheat products. For the most part, avoid pasta, but if you want to go out to an Italian restaurant with your girl, okay. Maybe get something that has more meat, you know? Well, there we go. Here we are. We're almost done with this episode. We've talked a lot about what kind of food to eat. Whey protein shakes, I think, are great. You can make what I like to call my super whey protein shake. I use a chocolate whey protein. You could use a vanilla, almost any flavor. Triple berry is one I've used. Muscle Combat. I think that's Muscle Tech, Muscle Combat, something like that. I use a scoop of that, about a cup to a cup and a half of milk. Then I do a tablespoon of peanut butter with no sugar added, raw, natural peanut butter. And then I do some frozen strawberries. And it tastes great. It really does. It tastes great. It's got a lot of benefits. So, awesome. Awesome stuff. You can make your own as well. There's another shake I've made which has vanilla whey protein, almond milk or regular dairy milk. Then I put in blueberries, an avocado, and half a banana. And that has a lot of benefits. Tastes great, too. Avocado's great in smoothies. So you can add that to quite a few smoothies. You can use avocado as a base, along with stevia and erythritol, with some chocolate powder. Maybe mix in some cream, whipping cream, and make yourself a chocolate mousse, chocolate avocado mousse. Sounds weird, but tastes great. So, don't underestimate it. We're going to set us up for our next area here before we end this episode. There are a lot of great ways to eat healthy that don't involve feeling like you're missing out on anything. So, don't feel like you have to skimp on the food. Don't feel like you have to eat low-fat shit. Don't feel like you have to drink all plain water all the time. There's different ways you can enjoy the many benefits of a healthy diet, nutrition, and excuse me, and enjoy the food you're eating at the same time. All right, well, we're not going to make it to the next bonfire before this episode is up. We're going to roll down the shortcuts straight to Pinwheel and tackle him. And I don't want to push this episode just past that. So we'll end it right here. I hope you guys learned a lot about food and nutrition. If you didn't, please ask questions down below. You can DM me direct questions on Twitter, where I'm most active. Follow me on Twitter and other social media websites linked in the description. Like the video if you liked it or dislike it. You can subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, all that good stuff. Because if you don't hit the notification bell icon, choose all videos, YouTube might not even let you know when I upload a new video, so you'll miss it. But if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see my notification on Twitter, too. Or on Facebook, or Minds, or Gab, any of those places. I don't really do much on Instagram, or any of the other social media sites. Leave your comments down below. I love to read them all, guys. And make sure to get your frame together. And so far, we talked about fitness and food under the context of overall frame. Once you get your food and fitness together, do that for at least 3 months. By the 6-month mark, you should be noticing a real difference. People should be commenting. By a year to 2 years, you'll have pretty much the solid physique you want for the most part. Then you'll be fine-tuning everything, kind of looking here and there and going, I got that extra 5 pounds of fat on my belly, or I want to get those biceps a little bigger. I want to get the upper chest a little bigger, whatever little goals you have at that point. But you'll be mostly together at that point, and it will feel great. You'll look great. People will respond better to you, and of course, women will too. But that's not the main goal now, is it? I hope you enjoyed this, the Dark Souls Red Pill Basics playthrough, episode 3. When next we meet up, guess what we're going to discuss, guys? Finance, career, retirement, money. For some of you, it's going to be the least interesting episode. For some of you, maybe the most interesting. Who knows? We'll talk about all those, and we'll teach you, hopefully, how to get started on that path, how to get everything together, get some savings together for emergencies, get your retirement going. I've got this tickle in my throat, and I'm trying to get through this. Oh, I got to end the episode. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames, guys. Appreciate everything you guys do in terms of watching the videos and all that. If you want to donate, there's a little link in YouTube. There's also a Buy Me a Coffee link on Twitter. I will see you guys later. Bye.